While co-hosting the September 22nd episode of Jenna and Friends, Sheinelle Jones discussed her thoughts on getting back to work on today, almost 4 months after Oja's death. The Saturday morning following her first week back, when Jones and Oja would usually reflect on the previous week together, was the time when Oja's death struck her the most, according to Jones. Bush with the words, "I've never met anybody stronger," he praised Jones for in dealing with Oja's death. Hager too became emotional. Jones, 47, discussed her recent return to work on the Today, nearly 4 months after the death of her spouse of 18 years, Oja, in May, during Monday, September 22nd, episode of Jenna and Friends. The first week of classes is over. She spoke about her 3 children with Oja, Kane, 16, and twins Clara and Ush, 13, and her return to work in the first week of their joint custody. "Friday, when we got home, it was tough. We had nothing to unite around," she said. "Oh, this is it." That was the feeling. Embrace the journey that is life. Somewhat stinks. Jones noted that Saturday mornings, when she and Oja would sit down to discuss the previous week's events, were the most difficult for her to cope with after returning to work. "I lost my coach. They are my life partner," the Today co-host declared. "So the days after my first week were tough because it's like my new normal." Former Today co-anchor Hoda Kotb was recognized by Jones and Bush Hager with some life advice that has been useful recently. The women talked about how Kotb would always make time for herself to escape from the pressures of daily life. "I remember when Hoda told us that. I was like, oh, yeah, right, okay. And now I'm like, I have to do that too." And Bush Hager, 43, agreed with Jones. He added, "Whatever it is, I have to carve out that calm to keep me centered." While applauding Jones for her coping with Oja's loss, Bush Hager became emotional and said, "I've never met anybody stronger. No matter how much I try, I can't help but tell you this. It has been an incredible year of witnessing you," Bush Hager stated. "Having attended numerous funerals, including state funerals, I can honestly say that I have never witnessed a more exquisite ceremony than the one for him. Definitely not. Additionally, you were the one who accomplished all of that." Jones co-hosts revealed Oja's passing during the May 23rd broadcast. He had fought brain cancer privately. His age was 45. It was a morning filled with emotion that left viewers around the country reaching for tissues. On a recent episode of Today, Jenna Bush Hager, known for her warmth, empathy, and authenticity, was visibly moved as she discussed the tough return of her co-host Sheinelle Jones to the show following the tragic loss of her husband. This segment quickly went viral as audiences were captivated by the raw honesty and vulnerability displayed by both women. Sheinelle Jones, who had been away from the show grieving, returned to her desk with quiet strength. Her first moments back were anything but simple. She spoke openly about the grief and pain she had endured, offering viewers a window into the deeply personal journey of navigating life after a profound loss. Her words were heartfelt, full of honesty, and carried the weight of someone who had faced unimaginable challenges yet found the courage to continue. Jenna Bush Hager, a trusted friend and colleague, was visibly affected throughout the interview. At times, tears welled in her eyes as she listened to Sheinelle recount her story, moments punctuated by pauses and deep breaths. Jenna's reaction was not just a display of empathy but a testament to the deep bond between the two women, forged over years of working together, supporting each other, and navigating both personal and professional highs and lows. Her emotional response underscored the human connection that viewers often glimpse on camera but rarely fully appreciate. The segment began with Jenna introducing Sheinelle's return. She acknowledged the difficult journey her friend had faced, expressing admiration for her courage and resilience. "There's no way to prepare for what Sheinelle has been through," Jenna said, her voice tinged with emotion. "But to see her here today, sharing her story, is a reminder of the strength it takes to face life's hardest moments." Her words, simple yet profound, set the tone for a deeply moving conversation that resonated with millions of viewers. As Sheinelle began to speak, she described the whirlwind of grief, the isolation, and the unexpected challenges that followed her husband's passing. She shared moments of quiet reflection, instances of unbearable sadness, and the small victories that allowed her to regain a sense of normalcy. She spoke about her children, her support system, and the way her colleagues at Today had been a lifeline during her absence. The honesty in her account struck a chord with audiences, who quickly took to social media to express admiration, empathy, and solidarity. Jenna's tears flowed not from sorrow alone, but from a deep sense of shared humanity. She held Sheinelle's hand at one point, offering comfort and silent support, demonstrating a level of compassion rarely captured on live television. Viewers noted that Jenna's response mirrored their own emotions, an acknowledgement of pain, love, and solidarity that transcended the screen. Comments poured in across social media platforms, with hashtags like #JennaTears, #SheinelleStrong, and #TodayEmotions trending within hours. Fans praised Jenna's authenticity, noting how refreshing it was to see someone in the public eye display such genuine emotion without restraint. The interview also touched on the ways in which grief can manifest in unexpected ways. Sheinelle discussed the struggles of returning to work, of facing reminders of her husband, and of finding moments of joy in a world that suddenly felt incomplete. Jenna listened intently, occasionally pausing to offer words of encouragement and affirmation. Their interaction was a delicate balance of professionalism and personal care, a reminder that empathy and understanding are just as important as words themselves. Beyond the emotional resonance of the interview, the segment highlighted the importance of support systems during times of loss. Jenna's presence, combined with the empathy of the Today team, offered viewers a blueprint for how to navigate grief with compassion and dignity. It emphasized that while pain is deeply personal, it is also communal, and that sharing one's experience can provide healing not only for the individual but also for those who witness it. In the days following the broadcast, the segment continued to generate discussion online. Fans shared personal stories of grief, loss, and the healing power of empathy. Many described feeling seen and understood by Sheinelle's courage and Jenna's emotional response. The conversation extended beyond the world of television, becoming a broader dialogue about human connection, resilience, and the ways in which people can support each other through life's most difficult moments. The emotional impact of the episode also shed light on the often unseen burdens faced by public figures. While audiences may see polished performances and composed appearances, moments like Jenna's tears remind viewers that celebrities are not immune to pain, loss, and emotional vulnerability. They experience the same highs and lows as anyone else, and their willingness to share these experiences can inspire, comfort, and connect on a deeply human level. By the end of the segment, Jenna and Sheinelle embraced a silent but powerful acknowledgement of shared strength and resilience. Their moment of connection served as a reminder that even in the darkest times, compassion, empathy, and love can provide solace. Fans were left moved, inspired, and reflective, many taking to social media to express gratitude for the reminder that vulnerability is not weakness, but a profound form of courage. Jenna Bush Hager's tearful response to Sheinelle Jones' emotional return is a story that resonates far beyond the Today Show audience. It is a testament to friendship, empathy, and the power of human connection in moments of profound difficulty. Through their shared courage and openness, Jenna and Sheinelle reminded the world that grief, while deeply personal, is also universal, and that emotional support, honesty, and compassion can help heal even the deepest wounds. In a world that often feels fast-paced and impersonal, this emotional moment stood out as a beacon of humanity. Jenna Bush Hager's tears were not a sign of weakness. They were a symbol of empathy, love, and the enduring power of genuine connection. Through her reaction, viewers were reminded that it's okay to grieve, to cry, and to lean on others, and that in doing so, we honor the bonds that truly matter.